All right, what's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? We are riding around Henry County on a Saturday night going into Sunday. Welcome in, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? It's currently 2:57 a.m. Super early in the morning, late at night. I usually call this the night morning. I chose to go ahead and start my video over here. It was a little bit busy where I usually start my videos, so I decided to go ahead and do it over here. All those cars go. Three people walking in.
Headlight on.
How's everyone doing in the comment section? My birthday's about to come up. Happy Sunday. Oh, thank you, saying happy birthday. Thank you so much. Yeah, I turn 30 next week, yep. Or actually this week. I appreciate you, Flat County boy. Let's go this way. That's a long way, dude. Thank you so much, Flat County boy, for your birthday wishes. Oh, nice. They actually have, over here lit up a bit. Okay. Nice. Welcome in, everyone. Like over there is where the highway is. Ooh, this thing has kick, even in gear 1. Look at that. I'm able to actually climb up this hill in PAS 1 with it fully charged. Can you see the highway from over here? Let's see. I'm just intrigued. Not really. because the road is cut off. Oh man. Ooh. Yeah, this thing has kick. Yeah. This bike, when it's fully charged, is amazing. All right, let's go ahead and go over toward Henry Boulevard. This is a neighborhood they're obviously still building over here on Walter Way. A road to nowhere. Honestly, dude. Man, my vision looks fantastic right now too. I love it. All right, it's beautiful over here, to be honest. I have some new technology I'm going to be trying out a little later, guys. I'm going to be trying out a brand new fan I got for live streaming and pre-recorded videos. It is at cooling down the phone. It was only like $17 on Amazon, so I'm going to be checking that out just a little later. Still a bit of traffic out here. It's the weekend. It's not completely empty, as I would expect, you know. I am going to be changing out my cord in the next 10 or so minutes. This is the LED cord I have, but it's not good enough to charge my phone, it looks to me. So, out with the old, in with the new. I want to give a huge shout out to over here. Huge shout out to Elf's Cakery. So guys, cool story. I'm going to go ahead and do the reveal. I'm going to be ordering my 30th birthday cake from here, but the 30th birthday cake that they would have made for me would have been like $700. So I got a deal cake with a print on the front of it, which is excellent, for $1.25, which would be $1.40 with delivery. So huge shout out to Elf's Cakery. I want to give them a huge shout out. Thank you for making my 30th birthday cake. On to a new decade. Cheers, and it's a pleasure to ring it in with you guys. It's a nice mixed community over here. I loved your old school logo. You still have it, but love your elf boots. It's one of the main reasons I actually even considered it. Were the model that they used to have and that they still do have for the logo. It's not on their logo right there, but on their business logo on their bags, they still have the adorable elf with the cute boots on there. So, all right, let's go ahead and keep riding. Got a lot of battery. Got my charger. We can travel. Got my patch kit. I'll also give another shout out most likely when I come back over this way. If you're eating cake, you better start pedaling some calories off. You know, I haven't even really been eating a lot lately. Like, not as much as I usually can, you know? So, I usually eat a lot more than I have been lately, so I guess I'm okay. I guess the cake will make up for it. 6 people welcome in. Just missed, I went ahead and gave Elf's Cakery a shout out about 2 or 3 minutes ago. I gave Elf's Cake a shout out because I will be making my 30th birthday cake at that business. Again, huge shout out to Elf's Cakery. I love your logo. Please bring back the model with the cute elf boots on your main logos. Well, I request. That's one of the main reasons I even ordered from there. Oh, we got a train over here. And we got to train it. That's what's up. Oh yeah, that looks way better. Six people welcome in. These are LED lights. I think these lights are really, really cozy. I know some people may not like these LED lights at night, but to me, they aren't flickering. They're not, it just looks like the road is lit up properly at night, a higher tech way to me. 6 people welcome in. Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty. Or is that a doggy? Hey, doggy. How are you doing? I hope you have a home to go to. Hello. Let me go ahead and switch out this cord because I gotta keep my phone charged. So, kind of figured it was not gonna charge enough. We're draining 1996 MAs. That's the year I was born. Let's go ahead and change this cord out. This is a 240 watt cord, but it's non-LED one. It's all good. I think we need something more professional. Just a little bit more professional to power my bike. Not power my bike, to power my, excuse me, my phone. All right. Here we go. Plug you in right here. 71% battery. Not bad. It's a way longer cord though. 7 people, welcome in. What's up, everyone? That's a funny joke. 8 people, welcome in. We're doing 30 next week. Don't be afraid to type in the chat section. Happy Saturday going into Sunday. My birthday this year is on a Friday. It can't get any better than that. Anna turned 30 on a Friday. And it's the last day of the month. Like, believe me, when I was told that my birthday was on the last day of the month as a little boy, I was like, wow. I just didn't know what to say. I'm like, are you sure? That doesn't sound right. But no, it was accurate. Let's go through Stockbridge. I just want to see the atmosphere. I could go to the right. But I also want to give you guys some weekend entertainment so you can see that Stockbridge is not always barren when I go through here at all. It's anything but. They have concerts over here in Stockbridge, Georgia. We're at 65, 63 miles. This bike has done thousands of miles. Cool. Right. Is that a tow truck? Oh, I may have ridden into a situation. What? That club just closed. All right, that's Stockbridge, Georgia. Pothole. Got to redo the street, I think. Or at least to resurface it. It's just a little on the bumpy side. Let's go over to Eagles Landing. Do that whole riding thing. I think I could probably, honestly guys, if I really wanted to, go over to McDonough. Let's see how much my battery's charging now. Yeah, it's charging much better. It's not draining nearly as much. It's draining like half of what it was before. These lights, I gotta rewire the cording, and I see that they're working on it. There are LEDs that, of course, blink like that, but they're supposed to stay on. Those are supposed to stay on, so it's could be damaged cords or something beneath the ground, I suspect. See, it almost made me think that there were cars behind me, but nope, just the lights. Boeing 721, expect delays. So they started paving this road on July 21st. It's July 26th right now. Okay. 5 days ago. Yeah, they gotta do this road. There are too many potholes. Oh, it's a worse pothole. I may start taking flipping. Galore. Oh gosh. It's actually a nice cool night tonight. It's not humid at all. It's you ain't seen potholes until you visit the UK. The UK or New York, or even now Atlanta. Atlanta has some pretty bad ones too. I know, like, when I was in Massachusetts even, they were pretty bad up there as well. I don't blame you, man. You gotta treat that like a stoplight. If it doesn't work, stop and keep going. I see that they do that too. This road is wobbly and bumpy. I don't want to do over 35 over here. I think 31 and a half is fast enough. Been on the chilly side tonight, actually. It's not warm. It's not a warm ride. We may be past the peak summer. How about it? That's pretty good. The It wasn't a hot. It was hot enough in late June and early July. I wouldn't want to repeat that time period anymore. 65, 66 miles. Cool. Perfect timing. Shout out to this Publix as well. I was considering to do this Publix to the right for my birthday, but it's all good. Oh wow, currently 23 degrees Celsius, but getting hot again next week to 32 degrees Celsius. Wow. Oh yeah, that's insane. 32 is in the 90s. Well, no, 32 is like 90. That's like here, 32 degrees Celsius. It's another reason I don't really ride out during the day either. I don't care too much to ride in 90-degree weather. Yeah, I've seen that with Europe. They got pretty big major wildfires going on over there. That's not cool. 35. Wow, on PAS3 is insane. We're almost doing the speed of the cars there. I only have it on mode 3. Let's go. Flying, man. This way. I think I'm gonna go this way. 61.3 volts. I'll go the other way another night. Well, yeah, I think I'll do that. Because that way the signal will cut out. Some more air in the suspension. Nine people welcome in. What's up, everyone? Welcome in. Let's let this car behind me pass. How's everyone doing tonight? Flat County Boy against it, currently 23 degrees in the UK. It's going the speed I was going, basically. But getting hot again next week to 32 degrees Celsius. Much of Europe currently has some pretty major wildfires. That's insane. Again, that's, man, my heart goes out to the good ones of Europe going through that, because that sounds a lot like over here in the West Coast. This road needs work. Potholes everywhere. For a highway, this is kind of scary, man. What's up, 11 peeps? Wow, 13 people welcome in. Ooh, a train. Yeah, we're buffering, I know. Yeah, the signal over there usually cuts out a lot. Choo-choo. Picked at like 13 people. We'll get those viewers back. We had to do a lot with the signal. Thanks for the heart emojis. See you guys. boy. That is crazy. Well, these cars keep coming in. Let's go. All right. We were buffering when the train was coming through as well. That should change. Signal over in that area is not so good either. It's okay, but still. It's a little cool out here tonight. It's not humid at all out here. It's a bit of a crisp night going on. Let's go over by Jodico. Take a break. It's a bit better, but still. people and welcome in. We had buffering issues. I apologize for the bad signal about roughly 10 minutes ago. That had a lot to do with the area we were in. It's a pretty rough signal. People welcome in. These lights must be like programmed or something. It seems like when there are cars on it, even cars over here, that the weight distributor doesn't even work properly. It's kind of cool out here tonight. I mean, I'm still going to test my fan out anyway because we still got August to go, and I may start riding during the daytime, but I'm very, very critical about doing that, so I wouldn't count on it. Glad they have this parking lot lit up tonight. Let's check how my bike is doing. The wheels are in good shape. All right, let's go ahead and adjust the suspension and the back tire, I think. Just a bit more. Do I have them? I sure do. 2 air pumps, 2 completely different reasons. This one I got the same time I really got the bike. Both of them actually. So let's do the suspension first. It's a little windy coming this way, so I wasn't making that up. Just a bit of a breeze going this way. That's crazy. Away for a minute with ads and trains still coming. I know. That was crazy back there, and we started to buffer. All right, I can tell it's dropping a bit of pressure there. Hold on a second. I need to. Just put that over on top of it. That's enough weight. Here we go. We can pop this up to. Oh, it's over 200. I do it like 250. There we go, perfect. Just kind of figured it needed some air, more so. If you're wondering, guys, this is a 2024 Plus wired freedom. What an age. We have electric cars and we have loudmouth muscle cars running neck and neck. The 2020s are a unique decade. Personally, guys, I call them twin. TWEN. It's quite the decade. I don't know if you'd want the 2020s to be your twin, but I call it twin for a completely different reason. Okay, let's check the pressure in the front tire, make sure everything is good to go, no holes or anything. Oh yeah. I'll do 22. It's already high enough. What's up? Shout out to them here at Costco. I gotta clean my bike up in the back. I thought I got there, but I didn't. Oops. Twisting in the air, not hitting the valve there. Okay, this one is at 22 as well. I'll do 23 in the rear. 24 again. 24, 22. It's not, so the tire pressures are good on both. I kind of figured, okay. Let's get some water. How are we doing with that battery temperature? It's a little warm. Not too warm though. We got 58.7 volts, but I'm gonna be charging this up at a park coming up, unless there's a spot out here. The ambient temperature is not bad at all though. I don't think I can drink all this water. Never mind. I was gonna drink it straight through, but nah. Because I still want to stream for roughly, I would say around another hour or so. There we go. There we go. Okay guys, I'm going to check out the weather. Hopefully Nightbot will work. And also, I do have a Ko-Fi if you are interested in helping out the channel. My 30th birthday is upcoming. I look forward to, towards the end of this stream, going by Elf's Cakery. Huge shout out to them. I'm doing my 30th birthday cake with them. Got 8 people watching this. Elf's Cakery is a business that does personalized cakes and specialty cakes on Henry Boulevard here in Stockbridge, Georgia. Actually, this is technically closer to McDonough. 59 volts, that's not too bad. I didn't do my backpack. I see them at some point doing electric personal mobility charging here at a place like Costco in the next few years. I had a dream about that last year. I was like, that's actually pretty spot on for them to do that kind of business. 10 people, welcome in. How's everyone doing? It's a nice neighborhood over here. That'd be pretty cool if we had they had charging over here. Let's see if they actually do have charging. Do they actually have charging over here? I don't think they do. They just have a bench right there. I don't see any plugs. Oh, they do have businesses right there. That's cool. It's kind of like a Brooklyn event. A barbershop too. And it's very Northeast influenced. That 74 feels cold, man. I don't think it doesn't feel like we're at 74 right now. It feels like it's in the 60s. That's excellent for my phone, so it doesn't overheat. I think these are workers. All of them are coming over here. Suspension feels much better. So much better now. Is pretty chilly. Oh wow. 10 people welcome in. do this road. Maybe I'll do flipping. I don't know, man. Now I want to go over through Eagles Landing, but honestly, if this light turns green before the arrows do, I'm just going to go ahead and keep going straight. 11 people welcome in. I saw it actually peak at 12. Cool. Welcome in, everyone. Probably plug my bike in at one of these spots over here and let it charge for about 30 minutes or so. I'll see. It's a bit better lit over here, and I can still do my test. They have an outlet over there. I can plug it in. If not, I'll just go over to the park where I was going to go originally anyway and plug my bike in there. Over here is more lit, better lit than the park is somewhat. I'm looking to see if I see a plug outlet. Is there an outdoor plug outlet? Yes, there is. Okay. What is that? That's a fire hydrant. Okay. Okay. That's all good. We're almost at the park anyway. I'm gonna let my bike charge for like 30 minutes when I get there. I'm gonna try out my new technology and see how it does. My phone is doing wonderful with the charge. Gallop, cat, gallop, gallop, gallop. Yeehaw. Yeehaw. He runs like Tom and Jerry. Okay. I'm gonna take flipping, I think. Well, I mean, both ways do buffer a bit. I think I'm gonna go Rock Quarry. By the way, these are street names going to go, but Flippin' Road seems to be a bit safer than I could probably charge this over at Kroger, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll do that instead. I'll just give you guys a break. That way we can get a little bit more charge in the bike. Shout out to Seven Brew. That's a nice modern looking diner kind of coffee shop going on. I know for sure they have plug outlets over here. Let me turn my helmet off. It's making too much noise. Goodness gracious. Okay. Maybe they have it occupied though. I'll check it out. Hopefully they don't have the plug outlets occupied. Go to the park. All right, let's try out our new device. I can't wait to do this. Here we go. Let's let this bike charge.
Tail light off.
This is going to be the ultimate test. This is a little bit humid in the park. How are we going to do with the... is that a spider too? Fair enough. Fair enough. Could have actually done it the other way, but now that I think about it. Get the car. Let me see something. Could probably turn my bike the other way. There we go. Alright, here we go. Ooh. Move that out of the way. I had my helmet. Thankfully, but it kind of scratched the front of it, I'm sure. There we go. Gee whiz. Okay. There we go. All right, let me get my backpack and stuff. And let's try this out. So, here's the main thing I wanted to try out, guys. Here's the main thing I wanted to try out.
Power off.
This is a cooler, guys. I'm not sure if we'll be able to charge that much, but I'm going to show you what it does. This is only like 17 bucks on Amazon. Do you have to pay to charge? No? Thankfully at the park it's free. Thankfully it's free. I already have it in the case, but so this goes in Celsius, and right now it's at -1 and -2, -3 Celsius, -4 Celsius, -5. It was so cold when I first booted this up, when I unboxed it, that there was ice on here. It iced it up. It fogged it up really nicely. -6 Celsius. Yeah, that's cold. Let's see if that has any bearing on the phone. If it can cool it off enough. Here we go. Because right now we're at 40.4 Celsius, which is 104 Fahrenheit, as I predicted. Let's see if that drops with this fan on. How does the charging work for the bike? As far as the bike goes, basically, yeah, it's 24/7 free electricity. You just have to press the safe button on there to reset the charger, and then you can boot it up. Let's not stop charging. Let's see if that helps. Right now we're at 41 degrees Celsius. It dropped to 30 FPS to keep it the battery safe and cool. Oh, the cooler, so yeah. I think it's electromagnetic. I have to remember the terminology, but it's thermodynamic or something. But it's like a heat sink, but it gets so cold here. Like, that is chilly. -4 Celsius. And you just put it on your device. Let's see if I can get this over a bit. Here we go. But let me see if I can find it on Amazon for you guys. Let's start walking too. See if I can find it on Amazon for you guys. Let me see if I can find the one I bought, because they have several. That's not bad. A dual fan one. I may get that one too. Like, it's almost ingenious how much. It's another one that's $30, but you pay $27.50. Mine is more or less like this. That's $13.99. I think this is the one I got. They have several different options though. Phone. It makes the plate really, really cold to cool down your phone. Different options. I can't find the one I got because it was $18.99. Like $13.99. So it's so cheap. I may even get a new one. I think this is the. No, that's not it. But it's kind of like that. They have so many different options. So I'm definitely going to get the dual fan one, I think. Now we're at 40.5 Celsius, cooling down. Once it gets beneath 40.5, that's where the magic can finally happen, and we can get back to 60 FPS. I just wanted to see. As we let the bike charge up a bit more before we head out. .3, it's dropping. It's a lot of heat coming out of it too. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm in the chat section if you want to make a comment. Yeah, Flat County Boy, they have so many different options. It just depends on what you want to get. But I'm probably going to go ahead and buy another smartphone cooler. I think it has to be wired, so. I think they have wireless too, but that's something else I'd have to charge separately. And quite frankly, it's okay that if it is wired. I have it on my chest mount towards the bottom of the phone. We are at 40.3 Celsius. That temperature is trying to drop. Okay, let me test something else out. Okay, fair enough. If the phone case is too hot, we gotta improvise. All right. Now it's just the phone itself. Let's see if this can make it even colder. We're at 39.6 C. We can get better ventilation. I have the phone case off of it. That's all I have. It's already thin enough, but let's see. We're at 40 Celsius. I may have to get another power bank as well, separate for the cooler. That way I'll have 2 power banks anyway. It's not even that expensive. Most of this stuff is like 25, 40 bucks. It's definitely cheaper than the tires I got, which were like 140. Okay, we're at 39.3 C. Oh, it's dropping. 39 Celsius. That's like 102 Fahrenheit. Can we get that frame rate back up? That's my main concern. We're at 39 C. It's like plateauing right there. I mean, that may be something to just, I mean, I did try to do this in 2025 when I was vlogging, just to take the case off of the phone. But this is all that's on here. This little old, thin plastic case. 9. Still at 30 FPS. Even though the temperature is... So you gotta catch it like early. So like in the near future, like if I come back here again, I'd have to take off the phone case quickly, put the fan on there before it has the chance to climb to 40 C and mess up the frame rate. We're at 38.8 C. It's trying to come down. It's plateauing at 38.8 C. As you see, we're still at 30. As you see, we're still at 30 frames per second. Not 60. Okay, let me try one more test. Let's see if I can move the phone over a bit. No, that's right over the camera. That's over the power button. That's literally over the volume button. Maybe I can... this right here. Maybe I can do that. And hold it from the bottom. It's a bit riskier to do it like this, but... okay, let's see if that helps now. Staying at 38.3 C. That's technically enough to make it drop back down to 60 frames per second. Again, here are some more magnetic smartphone coolers. They say it's for gaming, but this is definitely for live streaming as well. I'm not sponsoring this or anything, but yeah. So then you have more wattage. Which one is this one? Is that the? That's the $35 one. That isn't even expensive. Let me get this one next. That's 35 bucks. Not right now, of course, but to be even more powerful. We're back at 60 frames per second. It's working. Okay, so this may be a thing. Okay, so what if I needed to have the case on it? Does it work with the case? Let's check that out. Because this dropping is at 35.2 Celsius, but we're back at 60 FPS. That's my... Okay, that temperature is definitely dropping. We're back at 60 frames a second. I must have gone back up when I was browsing. We're back at 60. $35.9C. We got that 60 FPS back, baby. Good, good, good. That was my main concern, was to get that 60 FPS back. What if I wanted to charge the phone on one power bank? Let's see how effective this is now. Oh, we're dropping still, 34.8C. Look at that, we're back at 60 FPS, it's working. I'm gonna get another one of these too. I'm gonna get another power bank probably too, to power this separately. It's just, I could probably put the extra power bank in my backpack and run the fan through that power bank and keep this phone charging. If I wanted to do it like long stream, long form style rather, not long stream. I mean, it would be a long stream, but the correct wording for it. This right here is obviously at 30 frames a second, but we are actually at 60. Look at that, lifelike, in real time, 60 FPS. That's the DreamMachine experience. I'm streaming this in 4K 60, so I have to have a cooling system so you guys can feel like you're right here with me, even if I'm on foot walking. I try to do that, too many times in 2025 and 2026, and I noticed that the frame rate would be throttled when I'd start walking, and I'm like, and I was wondering why it would do that, but I then figured out it would be because I had it at 60 frames a second, and then it would throttle it down to 30 to conserve energy and not overheat the battery. But this is the test. This is what I came here for, to the park. This is essentially the whole test. This works. Right now we're at 34.8 Celsius. I have it right over the battery with the case on, and we're maintaining a stable 60 frames per second. 17 bucks to fix that problem. Not bad at all. It's just I have to mount the phone more like I have it usually here to stay safe, but I have to move it over here so I can put the fan clip right here. So it looks a lot like this. And then the phone, the chest mount is grabbing it here. Of course, I don't have to have this, going during the bike ride because, of course, it's very windy. The natural air will cool it back down beneath 40 degrees Celsius, 38 degrees Celsius to a reasonable temperature. But so far, we're doing good. We're at 35.1 Celsius. That's only because I just took it off. Let's leave it on here for a few more minutes and see if we can get it beneath 34 Celsius. 34 C is like in the 90s. How 34 Celsius? 8 people welcome in. I'm so glad you guys can watch me test this, and you're not going to want to miss where I shout out the restaurant, not the restaurant, the business, the bakery rather, where they're making my 30th birthday cake at. In about roughly 15 or so minutes. If you're enjoying the stream, please hit the like. That's all I ask. I also do have a Ko-Fi if you're interested in donating to the channel for with you guys. Yeah, 93 degrees, okay. Oh, we're back at 30 frames a second for some reason. We were just at 60 frames a second, though. It's also because we're charging. Let me stop charging this. Okay. I have to improvise when I walk. I have to really make sure that the battery doesn't drain too quick and I can charge it back up during the ride. That's already kind of a problem, but not really. Okay, we're at 30 frames a second. This is just, good overall just to have for your battery, just to keep it, cool so you can extend your battery lifespan as well. So it's not always overheating doing these professional quality live streams. Still at 35.1 C. 35.1 C is approximately 95 Fahrenheit. Wow, you're going to throttle the frame rate at just 95 Fahrenheit? That sucks. I understand what Samsung's trying to do, but this is what I go through just to keep 60 FPS, man. So I'm probably gonna get a more powerful fan as well, but I'll have this as a backup. But I'll do that in August, obviously, not July. My birthday's coming up. I think this will be good enough for most occasions. It should also extend the battery so it isn't draining too quickly, although it still is. Okay, now we're back at 60 FPS. So 35 Celsius is when it starts to throttle the frame rate. Because now we're back at 60 FPS. Look at how lifelike that looks. That looks amazing. Oh man, you gotta love 60 FPS, man. I remember when YouTube started doing 60 FPS back in 2014. I have 120 FPS and 240 FPS on my channel just from how good 60 FPS looked and how much more lifelike those videos look if you want to check them out after the stream. You do have to have the proper monitor to watch it on, or a phone display. 9 people welcome in. What's up, guys? Testing out my phone cooler. 34.8 Celsius. It's keeping it at a nice temperature. And this is with the case on. With the case off, it would probably be way lower, but I want to keep my phone protected, so I don't have to do that. We're about to get on the bike, guys. If you're curious, we are about to start riding. And this is really not a bad night to come out here. It's pretty chilly for the summer, to be honest with you, out here. It's really cool. We're at the end of July, and it feels like it's like in the 60s out here when the wind starts blowing. It's kind of a wind chill more than heat index right now. This park. And I just have this chest mounted. I don't have a gimbal or anything. That would be extra weight in the backpack, for one, and for two, it's just not really necessary at this point. If it's mostly a bike-oriented video, chest mount is okay for walking. It isn't too shaky. We're sitting here chatting. It gives it kind of a vlog look. But we are at 60 frames per second. The fan is definitely doing its job. I'm going to unplug my bike at 450. The cell phone signal is doing good as well. See, that really helps everything out. Okay, we're at 35.6 C. We kind of went up in temperature. Now it's at 36 C. So yeah, I would need a more powerful charger, honestly. But the fan is doing its job. Here. 36.1 C, but we're still at 60 frames a second. All right, I'm gonna do a lap. Maybe not. I don't know if I'm gonna do a lap. I mean, I could show you guys something a bit different than walking around over there. And keep an eye on my bike. Keep an eye on my bike and just walk around a little bit more. Since we're at 60 frames a second. Fan is doing its job. And that doesn't look so bad, to be honest. It's a little wobbly, but not too bad. This is what I wanted in 2025, though. I wanted it to be at 60 frames a second. Let me watch the battery, because we're already in the yellows. All I'd have to do is unplug my external microphone and we'd be good. lifelike and smooth. And we're live doing this, guys. It's live, you know. It's live and it looks like it's live. Like live TV. When I pursue quality, guys, I really mean it. Best at what I can for the moment with what I have to work with. I may go ahead and get my gimbal, my cinematic gimbal. It's not necessarily necessary to bring it, like I said, but okay, we dropped down to 30 FPS. But staying at 36 Celsius. We're still having frame rate issues, so I need a more powerful fan with the case on. I bet you if I take the case off, there won't be a problem. But I want to keep my phone somewhat protected so the exterior of the phone doesn't get damaged if I accidentally dropped it. $36C. Waiting around, it's at -2C with the fan. That's like 28 Fahrenheit. So that plate is very cold. It was buffering slightly, so dropping has certainly helped. With the frame rate, yeah, even with the signal too, that does work. You're absolutely correct with that. Sometimes that does work with the signal to drop the frame rate. See, now we're back at 60 frames a second. So now it's at 34.7 Celsius. And I also have an external microphone going on too for high quality audio, but definitely on the bike. I guess that would be my next test. Let's see how that goes. If we charge it directly without the adapter. It's definitely helping. All right, it's definitely helping. The fan is helping. It could be a bit better with the case on because it's a little layer of plastic over the direct mat. I could probably take the mat off of the cooler itself and put it directly on the case as well. That'll probably cool it down quicker. That's another theory as well. But we're still at 60 frames a second. We dropped to 30 frames a second because it kind of overheated again. Still kind of losing battery. Let me hurry up and wrap this test up. I'm probably going to actually have to use the onboard microphone. I'll turn this back on when I get over to Elf's Cakery, and then we'll have high quality audio on the way back. But we're staying at 60 frames a second anyway. 9 people won't come in. We just dropped to 30. Okay, let's take this off of here. This is magnetic. Let's put this directly on the case. Look at that, look at that. This is what I'm talking about. It actually iced it up a bit. We'll keep that in the bag. Let's see if that helps. We're definitely charging more. We're at 36 degrees Celsius. Nine people, welcome in. Welcome in, 9 people. So I can probably leave this there. There's a bit of condensation from the cold air. We're not dropping temperature much. Still at 36°C, which is 97 Fahrenheit, roughly. And this is just with the onboard microphone. So I'm doing another couple of tests in theory. And also we're not charging as fast because we're powering 2 different items at the same time. So maybe a more powerful fan, A, and then B, another power bank. So that's like another $40 I'd have to invest in this system to get it to be at 60 frames a second non-stop without it overheating. 11 people welcome in. Because right now we're at 30 FPS. We're not draining much at all though. People welcome in. But either way, I think I'm going to have to start wrapping this up. Let me let my phone charge a bit quicker. We're going to be on the road anyway. We are at 34. We're dropping actually. Hold on. 34.5 Celsius. That frame rate should bump back up to 60. And we're discharging a lot better as well. Negative 433 MA. .5C. People welcome in. So that's the case. That's what we have to do for this case. You have to have this off of it because that doesn't help. That's more of like if you have it on the phone, that would help more so. We're still at 30 frames a second, but the temperature is definitely cooling down. Charge rate as well. A nice healthy discharge. But we're at 30 frames a second. So I mean, it's definitely working better temperature-wise. Having it like this, that is very cold. That definitely helps. But it's time to go ahead and start heading out. Gonna head back on the bike. All right, we did our test though. So it's mediocre, but it does kind of work. Look at how iced up it is. just to show you, you know, we still got this very, very cold. I think it would do better on the case itself, but I'm looking at my battery and I think we can do better with the charge rate. So unfortunately, I've got to end this. This is the microphone external adapter. Okay, let's go ahead and put the charger away. We're going to head back to the other side of town now. It did pretty good. It did good enough. All right, let's start heading out. I would say I would give that test a B-. I think it did fairly okay. It could be better, but it is what it is. I still think it executed its mission, the fan itself, pretty good, pretty well. Let me put the adapter away because I just have this plugged directly in more. I'll take this back out when we get to Elf's Cakery. I'm gonna give them a shout out, and then shortly after that we'll end the live stream. My goodness me, you do not want to leave the thing we just purchased. All right, let's get back on the bike and ride to the... Thank you so much, random guy. Hey, what's good? Nice bike, bro. Thank you so much. This is a 2024 Plus Wired Freedom. If you want to know the make and model, but the test, it did pretty well. I would give it maybe an 80 out of 100. It could be a bit better, but for the price, you can't beat it. We're at 57.8 volts, so it's probably going to drop to like 56 on the road. That's good enough. It's going to naturally cool off anyway. Okay, let's start riding. Whoa, without falling over. That would be nice. Okay, we gotta hurry this up because I know it's run out of juice. It's going to get a little bit windy, guys, because I don't have my external microphone on. I'm trying to charge my phone up quicker. I'm thinking of adding another e-bike kit. Or you're thinking of adding a e-bike kit to your bike. Oh, cool. Absolutely. I would say go for it, for sure. That's an excellent idea. You should, I would say you should go for it. It's kind of chilly out here, guys. Right. I'm almost out of juice. But, yeah, I'm going to end my stream subsequently. Huge shout out to Elf's Cakery. So, guys, on Friday, this coming Friday, I turned 30 years old. So, I'm having my cake custom made here. I did a 3D cake, and it would have been like $700. So, I said, what can we do for $80? And so the cake was actually $125. We worked it out, but my cake is being made here. Shout out to Elf's Cakery. I found you guys because of the cute boots on your older logo. They had a little elf model with boots on her, high heel boots, and I thought it was pretty cute. And so I'm like, well, let me order my cake from there for my 30th. I think they could do a good job. They do custom cakes over here. So huge shout out to Elf's Cakery for making my 30th birthday cake. That being said, 7 people watching. Huge shout out to Elf's Cakery. Let me go ahead and get the higher quality microphone going. Because, I mean, we're pretty much draining about the same battery regardless. My phone is definitely cooler. You too, Flat County boy. We're almost done. Let's see if we can make it back to just down the street. With higher quality audio. But we're definitely at 60 frames a second. We're draining a lot. We were draining a lot of battery on my phone. It's working overtime. All right, let's hurry up and get back on the bike. I'm trying to make it back to the other side of town so I can do my proper outro if it allows for it. If not, huge shout out to Elf's Cakery. You're awesome. Thank you for making my 30th birthday cake. Again, man, I couldn't have thanked you guys enough. Pretty cool employee on the phone as well. She was pretty funny to chat with here in Stockbridge, Georgia. All right, let's go ahead and start making our way back. I knew that business wasn't going to last long over there. It looks unappealing, almost like it's kind of abandoned to the left over there. So far, so good. We haven't shut off yet. That is some nice cool air. So the phone is definitely being cooled. Definitely being cooled. I just know now with the fan, you have to definitely not have that heat, that little plate on there. Cool, they're opening up a Panda Express to the left. Okay. Kind of a neon, return to neon kind of architecture. Almost out of juice on the bike, but we're making it back though. flapping enough. Still doing some speed, man. We're still doing like 16 miles an hour. Something, you know? And something is better than nothing. Ten people, welcome in. I'm about to end the stream in another 5 minutes or so. It seems that the battery is stable enough now to keep the stream going just at least a few more minutes before I go back. Both batteries need to be charged. The bike is at 52.2 volts. 50 volts is basically 0%. So I'm just going easy on the throttle. Had some juice with my own legs.
And light on.
If you haven't already, please hit the like button. Please consider subscribing for more awesome content. I've been going live again for like 3 days out of the week, which I haven't done in a minute. It's like completely empty over there. Okay. On my stream over here. Wow. Yeah, I think I'll end it over here. Tonight, I usually don't end it over here, but is there enough room over here? Yeah, there's a little bit of room. It's kind of crowded over here too, but why not? Okay. All right. Haven't done this in a minute. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. 9 people, 10 people, welcome in. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing for more awesome content, and I will definitely see you all next time. That was a really nice ride. I got to test out my phone, the phone cooler. $17 is not bad. $17 is not bad, but I'm probably going to spend just a bit more money I'm learning more about it, that you have to have more wattage to cool it down quicker, and that will go through a power bank awfully quick, so I'm probably going to have to buy another power bank as well, which is not expensive, even a cheaper one just for the fan. But I'm most likely going to get another one of what I currently have, which is this guy right here. We're at 51% battery, but this goes up to 45 watts. So yeah, 10 people, you guys rock. We're back at 60 FPS. That's the whole purpose, is to keep it at 60 the whole way and not drop and throttle down to 30. Although it isn't really necessarily bad. And also, we're doing really good with the battery now. We're not draining as much. Probably gonna get a quicker plug-in rate. I'm probably gonna get like a 65 watt charger. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day, everyone. Like I said, please hit the like button, consider subscribing for more awesome content, and I will see you all next time. Here's my external microphone. Here's my helmet, the Crassus M2, as a front light, Bluetooth, and a rear light. And that being said, yeah, 12 people, you guys rock. Please hit the like button. You don't want to miss when I go live again. I'll probably go live within the next 3 days to next week. I'll give you guys an estimate. Merrick KJ, it's great to see you here from the Action Kids community. Welcome in. Hi Dream, have a nice day. Take care out there. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You may want to actually rewind the stream. I did a lot during this stream, and you guys rock, man. I did a lot during this stream, but yeah, it was awesome to do this. I'm going to do this again the next 3 days, like I said, or 1 week. I'll be back on live, and I think we'll ride in Clayton County next. We did Henry County a few times, so that being said, take care, guys. Laters.
Headlight off.
Look at that. That's pretty cool, right?
Headlight off. Tail light off.
All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, a day, whatever you want to call it. Happy Sunday. Have a great week. My birthday is on Friday. I'm not sure if I'm going to go live on Friday, but I turned 30 years old on Friday, so I had a custom cake made at Elf's Cakery. I gave them a huge shout out. Huge shout out to them again. With that being said, laters, guys. Take care.